Have you ever felt like your life is going nowhere? Like you wake up every day, follow the same routine, and nothing really changes. Deep inside, you know you want something better, something different, but you keep telling yourself, I will fix my life tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and it looks exactly the same as today. This cycle repeats again and again, until one day you realize you are not just having a bad day. You are living a life you are not proud of. Let me tell you something honestly. Your life will not change until you change. It's a hard truth, but it's also a powerful one. Right now, maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel lost or confused. Maybe you see other people moving forward, building careers, improving themselves, achieving goals, and you feel like you are standing still. And the most frustrating part is not just being stuck, it's not knowing where to start. But here's something you need to hear. You are not alone. Millions of people feel this exact same way. They feel tired, unmotivated, and overwhelmed. They spend hours scrolling on their phones, watching other people live better lives, comparing themselves, and slowly losing confidence in their own future. Over time, they start accepting this situation as normal. They stop dreaming. They stop trying. And without realizing it, they settle for less than they deserve. But what if this is not your final life? What if this is just your current situation? Because situations can change. Your life is not fixed. It is flexible. It is something you can rebuild step by step. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to realize that change is possible, and it starts with you. Think about this for a moment. Imagine a person who wastes hours every day doing things that don't help them grow. They stay up late, wake up tired, avoid responsibilities, and keep delaying their goals. Every night they feel guilty. They promise themselves, tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and their life stays exactly the same. Then one day, something shifts. Not a big event, not a miracle, just a simple realization. No one is coming to fix my life. That thought might sound harsh, but it is actually freeing. Because if no one else is coming to fix your life, it means you have the power to fix it yourself. And that is where real change begins. The truth is, your life will not magically get better with time. Time alone does not fix anything. You can wait for months or even years, and nothing will change unless you take action. Real change comes from small actions. Simple steps that you repeat every single day. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to start, even if the step is small. The difference between people who change their lives and people who stay stuck is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is a decision. A simple but powerful decision. I will not live like this anymore. That decision creates momentum. It pushes you to take action. And once you start, even in a small way, everything begins to shift. Right now, you have two choices. You can leave this video, go back to your normal routine, and continue living the same life. Or you can stay here, learn something new, and take the first step toward becoming a better version of yourself. This moment is important because the choice you make now will shape your future. In this video, I am not going to give you complicated advice or unrealistic expectations. I am not going to tell you to become perfect overnight. Instead, I will show you a simple, step-by-step system that you can actually follow. Something practical, something real, something that can help you slowly rebuild your life in a powerful way. But before we move forward, you need to understand one thing clearly. Fixing your life is not about one big moment. It is not about one decision or one lucky opportunity. It is about small steps, done every day, especially on the days when you don't feel motivated. That is where real change happens. So if you are ready to stop feeling stuck, if you are tired of repeating the same routine, and if you truly want to build a better life, then stay with me. Because this is not just another video. This could be the moment where everything starts to change. Your new life starts now. Now, before you try to fix your life, before you set goals or build new habits, there is something you must do first. You need to clean your mind. Because the truth is simple. You cannot fix what you don't understand. Most people try to change their life without even knowing what is wrong. They stay busy, they try random things, but deep inside, nothing really improves. Why? Because they never stop to look at their own life clearly. Right now, your mind might be full of noise. Too many thoughts, too many distractions, too much information. Social media, videos, messages, comparisons, all of this fills your brain every single day. And slowly, you lose clarity. You don't know what you really want. You don't know what is helping you and what is hurting you. You are just reacting to life instead of controlling it. So the first step is very simple but very powerful. You need to become aware. You need to ask yourself honest questions. Not easy questions, but real ones. Where am I wasting most of my time? What habits are damaging my life? Who or what is draining my energy every day? These questions might feel uncomfortable, but they are necessary. Because awareness is the beginning of change. Take a moment and think about your daily routine. From the time you wake up to the time you sleep, what do you actually do? How much time do you spend on things that truly matter? And how much time do you spend scrolling, watching, delaying, and avoiding your responsibilities? Be honest with yourself. No excuses. No lies. This is your life, and only you can see it clearly. One of the biggest problems today is mental clutter. Your mind is full, but not in a good way. It is full of useless information, negative thoughts, and constant comparison. You see other people's success, their lifestyle, their achievements, and you start thinking you are behind. This creates pressure, stress, and self-doubt. And instead of moving forward, you feel even more stuck. That's why you need to slow down and clear your mind. You don't need anything complicated. Just take a few minutes every day to sit quietly and think. Or even better, write things down. When you write, your thoughts become clear. You can see your problems in front of you. You can understand your patterns. And most importantly, you can start finding solutions. Here is a simple exercise for you. Take a paper or open your phone notes and write down 3 things that are ruining your life right now. Just 3. It could be wasting time, negative thinking, bad habits, lack of discipline, or anything else. Don't overthink it. Just write honestly. This small step can open your eyes in a powerful way. Because once you see the problem clearly, it becomes easier to fix it. But if you ignore it, If you hide from it, it will continue to control your life. Remember, clarity creates control, and control is what you need if you want to change your life. Another important thing you need to understand is that not everything deserves your attention. You are giving your time, energy to too many unnecessary things. And every time you do that, you are taking energy away from your own growth. You need to protect your focus. You need to choose what deserves your time and what does not. This is not about becoming perfect. This is about becoming aware. When you are aware, you start making better decisions. You stop wasting time without thinking. You stop following bad habits blindly. You start living with intention instead of living on autopilot. And once your mind becomes clear, something powerful happens. You start feeling in control again. You start understanding yourself better. And for the first time, you feel ready to change. So take this step seriously. Don't skip it, because this is the foundation. Without clarity, nothing else will work. But with clarity, everything becomes possible. Now that your mind is becoming clear, now that you are starting to see your life honestly, it's time to take the next step. And this is where real change begins. Now that your mind is clear and you understand what is holding you back, it's time to take action. Because awareness alone is not enough. You can know all your problems. You can understand your mistakes. But if you don't change what you do every day, your life will stay the same. This is where most people fail. They think too much, but they don't act. Your life right now is a reflection of your daily habits. Not your dreams, not your plans, but your habits. What you do every single day is shaping your future. If your days are unorganized, distracted, and unproductive, your life will look the same. But if your days are focused, disciplined, and intentional, your life will slowly start to improve. The good news is this: you don't need to change everything at once. In fact, trying to change everything at once is the fastest way to fail. Instead, you need to start small. Very small. Because small habits are easy to start and easy to repeat. And when you repeat something every day, it becomes part of your life. For example, instead of saying, "I will wake up at 5 a.m. every day," start with something simple like waking up just 20 or 30 minutes earlier than usual. Instead of saying, "I will study for 3 hours," start with just 10 minutes. Instead of completely quitting your phone, reduce your screen time little by little. These small changes may not look powerful, but when you stay consistent, they create real results. There is a powerful idea called habit stacking. This means you connect a new habit with something you already do every day. For example, after you brush your teeth, you read for 5 minutes. After you eat, you spend 10 minutes learning something new. This makes it easier to stay consistent because you are not starting from zero. You are building on what already exists in your routine. At the same time, you need to slowly remove bad habits. But don't try to destroy all your bad habits in one day. That will only frustrate you. Instead, reduce them step by step. If you spend hours scrolling on your phone, try reducing it by 30 minutes. If you stay up too late, try sleeping a little earlier each night. Progress is more important than perfection. Let's look at the difference between a bad routine and a good routine. A bad routine usually starts with waking up late, checking your phone immediately, wasting time, delaying important tasks, and feeling tired all day. A good routine, on the other hand, starts with intention. You wake up with a purpose. You avoid distractions in the morning. You focus on one important task, and you use your time wisely. This simple shift can completely change your day. You also need to understand something very important. Motivation will not always be there. Some days you will feel excited and ready to work. But many days, you will feel lazy, tired, and distracted. This is normal. This is where discipline becomes important. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. And this is the real difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You just need to show up every day. Even if it's a small step, it still counts. Because small steps, repeated daily, create big change over time. So here's a simple challenge for you. For the next 7 days, choose 2 or 3 small habits that can improve your life. Keep them simple and realistic. Follow them every day without excuses. Don't focus on being perfect. Focus on being consistent. This small challenge can build confidence and show you that change is possible. Remember, your habits are building your future right now. Every action you take is either moving you forward or keeping you stuck. There is no in-between. So choose your habits carefully. And once you start taking control of your daily habits, you will feel something powerful. You will feel progress. You will feel discipline. You will feel like you are finally moving forward. But habits alone are not enough. Because if you don't know where you are going, you can still feel lost. So now it's time for the next step. Let's give your life direction. Now that you are taking control of your habits, there is something very important you need to add to your life. Direction. Because no matter how productive you become, if you don't know where you are going, you will still feel lost. Movement is not the same as progress. You can stay busy every day and still go nowhere. This is why you need a clear goal, something that gives your life meaning, something that pushes you forward. Without a goal, it's easy to lose focus, waste time, and fall back into old habits. But when you have direction, your actions start to make sense. You don't need a perfect plan for your whole life. That's where many people get stuck. They overthink, they wait, and they never start. Instead, keep it simple. Start with one goal. Just one. It can be something small but important. Improving your English, getting fit, learning a skill, or finding a better job. Then break that goal into simple steps. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today to move closer to this goal? That's it. Focus on today, not the whole future. When you take small steps daily, big results will come. Also, think about your future self. Imagine where you will be in 1 year if you stay consistent. Imagine the confidence, the growth, the new opportunities. Now imagine the opposite. If you don't change anything, if you continue your current routine, that difference should motivate you. But remember, don't try to do everything at once. Focus on one main goal at a time. This will keep your energy strong and your mind clear. When you focus, you move faster. So take a moment today and write down one goal. Just one. And write the first step you will take today. Not tomorrow, today, because once you have direction, your life starts to feel meaningful. You wake up with a reason. You act with purpose. And slowly, everything begins to change. Now there is only one thing left, the most difficult part of all: staying consistent, even when it gets hard. Now you have clarity, you have better habits, you have direction. But there is one final step that will decide everything: consistency. Because the truth is simple. Starting is easy, but continuing is hard. And most people don't fail because they can't change. They fail because they stop. At the beginning, you will feel motivated. You will feel excited. You will want to improve your life quickly. But after a few days or weeks, that feeling will start to fade. You will feel tired. You will feel lazy. Old habits will try to come back. This is the moment where most people quit. Not because they are weak, but because they expect change to be easy. But real change is not easy. It is slow. It is uncomfortable. It requires patience. Some days you will do everything right. Other days you will fail. And that's okay. What matters is not being perfect. What matters is not giving up. You need to understand that failure is part of the process. Missing one day does not destroy your progress. Making a mistake does not mean you are back at the beginning. The only real failure is quitting completely. As long as you keep going, you are still moving forward. There will be days when you don't feel like doing anything. Days when your energy is low and your mind is full of excuses. On those days, don't try to be perfect. Just do something small. Even a small step keeps your momentum alive. And momentum is powerful. It keeps you moving even when motivation is gone. You also need to protect your focus. The world is full of distractions. People will waste your time. Your phone will pull your attention. Comfort will try to stop you. But you must remind yourself why you started. Your goals matter. Your future matters. Don't trade your future for temporary comfort. Tell yourself this: no one is coming to save me. No one will fix my life for me. If I don't take control, nothing will change. This mindset will make you stronger. It will give you responsibility. And responsibility gives you power. Think about your future again. Everything you do today is building your tomorrow. Every habit, every decision, every action, it all adds up. So if you stay consistent, even with small steps, your life will change. Maybe not in 1 week, maybe not in 1 month, but it will change. And one day, you will look back and realize how far you have come. You will see the difference. You will feel proud of yourself. Not because it was easy, but because you didn't quit. So this is your moment. Right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Start small. Stay consistent. Never quit. If you are serious about changing your life, make a promise to yourself. Say it in your mind or write it in the comments. I will not give up on myself. Because your life can change, and it will change if you don't stop. Before you leave this video, I want you to stop for a moment and think about everything you just heard. This is not just motivation. This is a real system. A simple way to fix your life step by step. But remember, watching this video is not enough. Understanding is not enough. Your life will only change when you take action. Most people watch videos like this, feel inspired for a few minutes, and then go back to their old routine. Don't be that person. Be different. Be the one who actually does something, even if it's small, even if it's not perfect. Just start. Right after this video ends, take one action. Write one goal, change one habit, remove one distraction. That's it. You don't need to do everything today. You just need to prove to yourself that you are serious. And listen, this journey will not be easy. There will be days when you feel like quitting. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. But those moments are part of the process. That's where real growth happens. If you can stay strong during those times, nothing can stop you. I believe something important. Your current situation does not define your future. No matter where you are right now, you can improve. You can grow. You can build a better life. But only if you decide to take control. So make that decision today. Not tomorrow, not later. Right now. And if you are ready to change your life, I want you to do something powerful. Go to the comments and write, "I'm starting today." This is not just a comment. This is a commitment to yourself. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and share it with someone who needs it. And subscribe to Easy English Click, because here we don't just learn English, we build a better life step by step. Thank you for watching. And remember, your new life is not far away. It starts with one step. And take it now.